So in the reverse order, the first thing we start putting back is this generator. So my hose is right at the bottom. Remember this o-ring, I can't lose the o-ring, otherwise it's useless. And this hose right here, hose goes here at the bottom. This one goes inside. This is gone and I can give it a little push. Give the yellow brass piece a little push. It's gone in, it's clear. So I will put in the clip. Pushing in the clip is simple. Clip is in and locked. That hose is in. Just see the slots there and insert this back in. So once it's inserted, I put back this locking plate and the screws. Just don't use too much of strength. Tighten them initially. You put back the screws at the side. Screw number 1, number 2. Now you can tighten them till you get it on. So this part, remember, this was the guy not sealing and causing the leak for us, so push it in carefully. You can just apply a light bit of water onto the sides to act as a lubricant to push in the part. So this goes in here and a light twist so it locks in. And this guy is with 2 Allen screws, 2 hex bolts. Just push in this hose through that hole right there. Push it right in all the way. Use smaller screw just to give you that right push. The lock goes in. This one is the other hose. So I'm going to push it through here, goes through this little hole, comes out all the way, twist. These hoses are actually flexible, but you know, they take a kind of a fitting that they've always been there with. And now is where you will need this nose plier. I just like this brand, it's always in my pocket. Alright, so that's locked in. Push in the electrical connections for the switch that's there that senses the grinder has come up. Okay, tight enough. Locked and loaded, checked, it's all tight. Connections good to go. Okay, so time to slowly put it back. And this is my pot, the coffee dispenser. Just put it in carefully here. And I have to put in this hose. This is where all the magic comes off. The coffee comes off through this hose and then into these 2 nozzles right into the cup. Put these back here. Let's carefully put back this electrical front panel. Just be careful you're not squeezing or pressing any of the wires, because you can damage. Let's put on this component right here. Just be very careful. You shouldn't damage things out here, because we're at sea. If we end up damaging things, it's not easy to get them back, because they're just not available. There's no Amazon, there's no speed delivery at sea. Alright, so this goes in right here. And now we can tighten it a bit to leave this a bit loose, so that this goes in as well. Now it's time for the resistance and the heater to go. If you need to clean the resistance, remember, disconnect the connections. You can pass liquid descaling through it or clean it physically with a small twisted wire through. And carefully put this component back. Long screw first, so everything else falls in place easier. Remember to put this one back with the clamp that's right here. See, the o-ring is there, safe in. This may slide off here, so you can just slide in the generator back in and slide it in place. Okay, so put in this guy It's got to go all the way, remember that. Oh, see, this is our problem here. So if something's not going in too easily, just be very careful. You don't want to damage components here. Let it go in the right way. Okay, so that's why that was our issue. Things in these machines will generally slide in very, very smoothly. And it's also going in pretty smooth. Remember, don't use force. Do not use excess force, you can damage components. And then again, you're out of spare parts at sea. And that's gone back in. Let me put in the big clamp. My fingers are too big for this one, so that's gone back in. The relief valve. Here is this piece. Okay. So time to put in the components again. Let's check. Yes, this guy has his O-ring lightly lubricated with water. This one also, see, these things end up twisting sometimes. Be very careful, don't use extra force. It will just go in very, very gently. It's gone in. This one's in as well. Clamp up. Clamp's gone in. Now to get back this guy. Put it in place slowly. Remember this one, the one with the washer. To sand the threads. So this is your steam valve. So when your steam connection, let's see how it looks. The steam is connected. There are two set of gears, bevel gears. This rotates this valve right here. There's a valve here, and this is a switch that starts the pump and pushes hot water right through, and your valve opens and you get steam jet right out of here. So steam generator, the electrical switch that is pushed down, and the switch goes back up. So let's push this guy back in later when we assemble the machine. Now let's try to put it back. The front panel going in lightly into these two slots at these sides, and one there. This one's back in. So remember, what next? This front cover. Front cover again lightly. Remember, this hose goes back here. Do not forget. We almost forgot it this time. Do not forget it, man. Okay, now it's time to put back the top cover. Okay, so time to put back the top cover. Be very careful and gentle. Do not break things. First slots there, few here, and the top cover should go in very comfortably. So you have one screw on either sides and two screws at the back. So let's do a quick run through of the machine before everything is put back. The water from the tank comes in, it comes into the pump pumps it to this heater, your resistor, the heating resistor. There is a safety valve that will, in case this is clogged, safety valve will pump it out through the drain. After the resistor, it goes into the generator part, which is right here. You guys seen this, dismantled. Here's your front panel, the dispensing liquid outlet, the twin nozzles, the steam, and remember the steam connections right here. So that's pretty much it. The small little drain part, that's pretty much it about this guy. And on the other side, you have your grinding components. That's here. You pull it out, you can see the conveyor, everything going up, and that O-ring that I told you sometimes could leak and have water falling right put in. You just look through right there. That's the grinder. You can just put in your hands here and pull off this O-ring. So sometimes you have this O-ring which is broken in pieces or stuck, or just scraped off, which can cause leaks. Stuff it back in with a little bit of water as a lubricant. Put back your generator, shut this up, and now ready to put back. Let's put back this side panel. Remember the locks, small sliding locks at the bottom. Be careful, do not break. The sliding locks at the top. This panel was a bit tricky to put back. Just be very careful that you do not damage the machine or these small locks. It's very important not to. Okay, so both slide in. The top panel, tighten it good. Say slide in and slide in. It's done on this side. Let's slide in the other side panel. Let's check again. It's tight. Yeah, tight. All the screws just tight. The side panel again. Remember, careful. Just give yourself some space. Going up, going in. And then right side panel slid in. One last tip before putting in: just have a look-see around. See that nothing's broken, no components, you haven't damaged anything around. The pump should be on its anti-vibration mount. And now time to put in my component. Finally, the back panel. Remember, 5 screws back panel. Also just give yourself some space at the bottom because you'll need to push this through. And we're done. Now just put in the screws and let's pack it all up. Let's put in these screws carefully. Let's get back these guys. This is the tray. I need to refill some water. Plug it in, and fire it right up. So I've got my cup right here, and time to grab that coffee. So power it up. You can hear the machine, and hey, we forgot one thing. My steam knob. The steam knob is just a push in. Yes. Yeah. So now the machine's warming up. It'll do a bit of a flush, and let's see. Yes. So the machine has heated up. Now I believe it has to do its flushing cycle. You can hear the pump. And yes, that's it. It's creating, this is the initial flush that happens. That means it's all working and fine. It's just flushing the lines. For steam, let me test the steamer. So let's have a coffee of mid-strength and maybe a small espresso shot. Yeah, you can hear the beans. You can hear the beans grinding up. So that's what a fresh brewed coffee may sound like in the beginning. It's going to smell like awesome. And here is it right now, coming right up. And of course, I'm pretty sure it's going to taste. Thank you. Cheers, and thanks for staying with me. And I did this video because I know a lot of ships will have these kind of machines, and we should be able to at least fix the basic problem. So if not fix the basic problem, so at least request for spare parts. The DeLonghi website has a lot of spares. Amazon has the spares. Just get the right part number, go to the website, right part number, just search for the catalog, and voila. You know, you don't have to spend $1,000 in getting this guy back to going. So this is proof that we can repair this machine on board if we have sufficient spares. If you have the interest, it costs $1,000, man, just to get a new one. So there's my freshly brewed. Come on, baby. Yes. So that's proof that we can and we must repair this on board. I'll be making my video, so please do follow, do like, do subscribe. Cheers. This is the channel that helped me that helped me dismantle the coffee machine and figure out a few things. And well, after that, I've made my own video. And thanks a lot to this lady on this channel. This was another video that I referred to.